I believe all we need really is, what's it called? 300 kills with this while it's pack a punch. I need to get 18 kills with a Ram 7 here while, or shortly after using my Aether Shroud. Then after that, we should be able to pack a punch it and get 300 kills, and we should be good. Actually, that should be all the ARs done. And Zircon scale for all of them. Ooh, where'd you come from? Can I just quickly talk about one of my biggest pet peeves with YouTube and stuff? It's like, we all know it, we all love to hate it. It's the giant red fucking arrow. Like, if you use it occasionally, if you use it properly, you know, not that big a deal, right? Like, you have like one arrow, whatever, just sort of pointing to something saying, hey, you know, this is sort of important. But as long as people have a fucking brain, then they should see the thing in the very, very middle and be like, hey, you know, that's probably important. But if it's something obscure, like needing to shoot something, like in my recent thumbnail, like this, and it's like, you probably, you know, need a red arrow or something because nobody's gonna understand what looking at a sign means. But my biggest pet peeve is when people like misuse it or just put like 95 red arrows, sort of like this, on the fucking thumbnail. It's like, dog, no, that's not how that works. Please, to the love of God, just if you put 95 red arrows on a thumbnail, quit YouTube. Like, just stop. Like, as long as you have something in the center of the screen, like, if I was going to be looking at this truck, for example, it'd be like, yeah, I could probably tell something important with this truck. But yet again, it's just like, if you look at my last thumbnail, it's just sitting over there like, you might need a little bit of explanation because, you know, it's not going to be like, okay, what's he doing? Like, he's just looking at this thing. That's not really telling me anything. And stuff like that, understandable. But if it's something like 19 red arrows just pointing at some random objects, like, dog, just stop it. Just go get some help. Your thumbnails are trash if you have to do that to get attention. I'm not saying my thumbnails are better. Mine are complete dog shit. I mean, I'm not gonna lie here. It's just like, that is one of my biggest pet peeves for YouTube. Honestly, it's just like when people do way too much on a thumbnail. It's like, that just doesn't even look good. How did you think that was okay to do in the first place? Like, what's some things that like sort of irk y'all when y'all scroll through YouTube? It can be thumbnails, just videos, the way videos are titled, whatever. Cool. That was easy. Now all we need to do is get 100 kills with the Ram, and we should be good, which I'm going to wait to do because I think it might still be bugged. Oh, did y'all see Sweet Dreams console to masters, whatever, the other day? I think it was like 3 days ago at this point, 2 days ago, something like that. But yeah, it's just like, I've been saying for a while, console, meanwhile, yes, it is easier than PC. It's still not easy per se. 0.6 aim assist, one is just fucking gross. Let's get that shit out of the way. People are weirdos. They don't actually try to run around and slay lobbies. They just go for placement, which cucks everybody when it comes to placement. And it's just like, then you have people who they zen gave you 0.8 aim assist. If they're even more weirdos, they'll go 0.82 to out cheat the cheaters. I wish I was kidding on that. I'm not gonna drop names though, but it's just like, people are weirdos on console. That's really what it boils down to. But it's rather, would you rather fight weirdos or what's called pro players and hackers? Honestly, I'd rather go fight pro players and hackers than the fucking weirdos. They know everybody uses, on a Zen, you can up your aim assist to 0.8, which is 80% aimbot. You can't do anything higher than like 0.85 because you just get flagged. So that's really all it is. Or I think it's 0.9 you get flagged, something like that. But you know, it's just like, everybody just uses 0.8. So the like higher profile cheaters use 0.82. I'm just like, why is it that deep? Like, it's not that deep, dog. You have a controller already, which, back to the aim assist versus mouse and keyboard debate, I guess. Does aim assist need to be reworked? I wouldn't say reworked per se, but aim assist is definitely a lot more overpowered than it should be. I've been saying just take away rotational aim assist, and if you take away rotational aim assist, give us a stronger slowdown. There you go. Problem solved. But at that point, it's actual like tracking skill, but that nobody's ever gonna listen to that. So I know what's it called. Halo for a while tried give mouse and keyboard aim assist. The game died shortly after. It was doing good. It was holding player base. Mouse and keyboard got aim assist. The game went from like 10, 15,000 people playing to like 2. Not 2,000. No, 2. Back to the whole little Apex shtick. I'm not in any way saying console's harder than fucking what's it called, PC, but all I'm saying is that each platform definitely does have its own things that make it, you know, hard. So I will name drop one cheater right now. Fucking Drip Capella. Or sorry, some of y'all know him as Invulnerable. You have Facilitator, who ended up moving to PC, getting straight up aimbot. Nita Soda, then his alt account named Nita Cola. There's one guy I used to play with. He was really, really good, and that, like, not naturally talented, but you can tell he had put the work in, you know. Then he started getting over there, sort of in the more sketchy group, which is like, yet again, no names at this point, I gotta be said. But it's just like, it's like, dog, if you do that, you're gonna eventually, you know, start hacking and everything like that. Everybody who's played with him has. He's like, no, I won't. Then he's dropping like 7K games in pubs every single game. So it's just like, dog, nobody can do that. You either have walls and slight aimbot, or, and he did move to PC, I did say. I should have said. But it's just like, you either have walls and a little bit of soft aim going on there, or you're the best player to ever grace the existence of Apex. And it's just like, dog, you're not the best player. If you were, you would have been signed by now. You're still unsigned. And I don't even think he's made anything off the game. Like, besides, let me rephrase that. I don't count streaming as earning money. Like, if you earn something from streaming, you earn it from streaming, not like the game itself. So like tournaments, game GBs, all that kind of stuff, even though GB is shutting down. So yeah, that does suck, but it is what it is. I don't know if this is the exact title, but there's a video I saw which was like, how to go viral on YouTube immediately. The video was posted 11 days ago. As of recording, it had 60K views. If you're posting a video on how to go viral, first of all, let's go and get this out of the way. Nobody's gonna watch that. You might have like 300,000 people max watch that, like at the absolute max. And it's just like, nobody's gonna be trying to study every single aspect like that. And even then, you want to know how to go viral? Here's all the advice you ever need. Make good fucking content. That's all you need to do. Like my content's not the best per se, but I definitely am trying to improve. So it's just like, I'm improving slowly but surely. A lot of things I suffer with when it comes to thumbnails, finding a good place to get like assets and stuff like that. I know, in case you want to learn how to make your COD thumbnail, here you go real quick. Look somewhere sort of bright, because most people on YouTube playing or have their thing in dark mode. Hit in, then grab a random screenshot, go in Photoshop, trace it out, put a blur on the background. So that's all you do. And I am working on the, what's it called? Terraria series. I downloaded the Calamity mod the other day with a few other mods, like, which is, it just makes the game slightly easier, which is like infinite storage and everything. So it's just like, yeah, that's all it is. It's not anything like too special. But yeah, what was I saying? It's just like, if you ever have a title of a video that's called like, hey guys, here's how to go viral, and your video has less than 100K views, first of all, that's not viral. Viral has lost its meaning over the years, now that I think about it. Like, viral back in the day used to mean like 1 million views, but granted, that was when like everybody knew like what it was. So sorry, didn't mean it. I'm dead. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, that was way closer than I thought it was gonna be. Hey, Zircon. Nice. Okay. But yeah, it's just like short-term gains for, or short-term profit for like, also short-term gains and like your longevity took a massive hit. Yeah, you can count me out on that one, Chief. I'm not gonna do that shit. Like, I'll put it like this. Also, there was one thing nobody even knows about on this channel besides like 2 people. Like, I did get a sponsorship a while back, but I was like, all right, like, I'm not gonna say, oh my god, I got a sponsorship, go do this, XYZ. It's like, I'm not even gonna say the name of the company because the content was so terrible. Like, I'm not gonna take a sponsorship from something I wouldn't use personally. That means you won't see Raid Shadow Legends on the channel. You won't see ExpressVPN. Like, you're not going to see any of that. Okay. But it's like, yeah, every sponsorship you see me take on the channel will be something I use. Like, that's never going to change. Like, I still have a code with a sponsorship company or whatever, but it's just like, I'm just like, dog, I'm never going to use it again. I know if I was to tell y'all, hey, go use the code, y'all would just be like, okay, dude, whatever this is terrible. But I'm not saying, you know, oh my God, every YouTuber who takes a sponsorship doesn't use it, fucking dog shit. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is if you repackage cookies and charge over 10 times the price for less cookies, then you're terrible. Yes, that is a shot at poking. Well, they're $7 a bag. No, they're not. They will be $7 a bag when I can pay $7 per bag. That's when they'll be $7 a bag. Until then, they're $28. I'm not paying $30 for some damn cookies. Like, that's not happening.